Hello again, it is so good to see you. I hope you had a relaxing, wonderful Labor Day weekend. I know we did around here, just enjoying the time after a chaotic few weeks getting back to school. So I know I'm late as far as my 13 by Halloween update, but I wanted to come on here, kind of show you where I am with my items and also show you where I am adding items in, because if you have never done a Project Pan challenge before, this one in particular was started by Megan and Tatum. I will link both of their channels in the description box below. But I just jump in on these Project Pan challenges because seriously, it is a phenomenal way to go through your makeup, to make friends, and to finish things before you know it. Because I don't know if I just seriously misjudged the amount of product that was in some of these things, but I mean, from wearing makeup every single day, I am whipping through these products. So, you know, that's why I'm saying like what I'm subbing in, because I'm kind of treating it like a continuous Project Pan, even though on October 31st, I'll go on and figure out what I'm going to do next. But seriously, like, I'm whipping through these things. So let's go into what I finished, what I'm subbing in, and where I am with my current items. So as far as setting sprays go, the initial one that I had on my Finish 13 by Halloween was this Mario Bedescu Rose Water Setting Spray. I love this. I love to spray it on my face before I apply my makeup. I love to use it as a setting spray. I love to use it as just a quick toner at night after I wash my face in the evening. It's $7 at Ulta. It smells wonderful and it doesn't linger if you're not a huge fan of rose smells, because I know I can be pretty picky about it. But since I finished this, I went on and subbed in my MAC Fix Plus. This was in the Yuzu scent. So I'm going to go on and try to knock this out before Halloween. Here is where I am. I'm going to go on and mark the bottle when I'm done. And then when I'm done with this bottle, I do have a backup of the Mario Bedescu setting spray. So really just floored by how quickly I've gotten through these things, but it makes me happy because I know I'm getting, you know, all of my money out of these products. So this is where I am, and we'll see if I can knock into the next bottle before Halloween. And then as far as primer, this one really kind of took me by surprise. I was working on my Maybelline, what is this, the Master Prime in the Blur and Illuminate formula. I really did like this, but like I said, I guess I didn't know how much was in the bottle because I used a toothpaste squeezer, literally got out every last drop from this, but I've decided I'm not going to repurchase this because it smells like hair conditioner. I don't know, it was really off-putting to me. I liked the way that it applied onto my face. It's kind of like a large container of Benefit's High Beam. If you're kind of looking for a comparison, it has a very similar glowy effect on the skin. I did like it. It did illuminate. It did, you know, kind of minimize the look of my pores. It was a lotiony feel, not silicone, but it's just that smell was not cool. But I'm very happy that I finished it. Then as far as foundation, I forgot to pull it out of my empties bag, but I finished the IT Cosmetics CC Radiance or CC Cream Illuminating Radiance formula. I got that down to the very last drop. Like I said, I accidentally forgot it, but it is done. And then in backup, I knew I didn't have a lot of this foundation, but since I wanted to pan this primer, I went on and subbed in what was left of my Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. I'm in the shade Creamy Natural because I can't wear a primer under that IT Cosmetics CC cream. It really makes a greasy mess if I try to wear anything under that. So because I was panning this, I went on and subbed this in. I finished both out. I've scraped it to the point where, you know, I'm not going to be too worried about what's left in the container. This is like, I don't even know what bottle this is of foundation that I've been through. I love this. It's Holy Grail status. So these are done. And then now I'm working on the Inglot AMC Cream Foundation in this shade LC100. I really like this. I'd like to finish this by Halloween. And the primer I've been working on with it is this deluxe sample of the Clinique Super Primer Universal Face Primer. But I don't really know where I am with this, so we're just going to see how long it takes me before Halloween. So that's my current foundation routine. And then going into face powders, I want to pan the NARS Translucent Crystal Setting Powder before Halloween. This was my start date. I use this to set my entire face, and then I go back through after I apply my under eye concealer when I do my highlighting basically on my face, and I set it very quickly with what's left of the powder in the jar lid. So this is where I am. As you can see, made it a ton of progress because I marked this at what, the end of July, and now we're into September. So quite a bit of product is gone. So I'll mark that after we finish this video. And then after I finish that one, I'm going to go through and work on this deluxe sample of the Tarte Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator Powder. It's just another translucent powder. And then I'd like to try the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores setting powder. And then as we move into more of what's on my face, let's go into the eye products, because I get to show you, a couple extra looks of my palettes, because I know if you've been following me on Instagram, my LORAC Pro palette is seriously biting the dust. Like, just, I don't want to buy LORAC shadows anymore because they all shattered. I had to go in and repress them, and as soon as I repress them, they're gone. Like, they're literally gone. So my goal to finish 13 by Halloween, let's go in with the Mega Pro palette first. The first goal I had was to finish Cream out of the LORAC Mega Pros. So now I'm at my second shade done, and if you're wondering kind of how I'm continuing to use this palette, because I really want to move out some more LORAC shades as I pan the LORAC Pro palette before the end of the year. So currently, if you want a good fall look, the transition shade that I'm wearing right now with the LORAC Pro is a combination of fawn and camel right here. I tap my brush in between the two and then just apply it as a transition shade. I really have been loving it, and I'm also going to move into Espresso because, as you'll see from my LORAC Pro palette, it's all gone. This is where we are with the LORAC Pro. I know, it's like crazy dramatic from last update. Like, I even stunned myself because, like I said, when I had to repress shades, they disappeared. Like, seriously. So another one of my goals was to work on Espresso up here. I've really been enjoying that. I use it to fill my brows. I use it to set my liner. I am only using it to set my top liner because I've really been loving putting Sable on my lower lash line. So I've got probably a week worth left in this pan, and then I can start moving into my Mega Pro. But as you can see, my other goal was to finish Garnet and then an additional shade from the LORAC Pro. And as you can see, I did it when I finished Mauve, because as soon as I had to repress that, it was completely gone. I used it as an eyeshadow, and then I really got through it by applying it as a blush. So if you want alternative uses to your LORAC Pro shades, it's lovely, lovely on the cheeks. So, I mean, I met my goals and exceeded them as far as getting through the LORAC Pro palette, and I'm really thinking I can finish Sable. And definitely I can finish Light Bronze by the time Halloween comes. So, I mean, seriously, I was not expecting that at all. And then kind of as a shadow base, I guess I should have talked about that before, but as far as my 13 by Halloween went, I wanted to finish this deluxe sample of the Laura Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Moonlight. I have finished it. There's nothing left. And I did want to go through with the shade Rose Gold that also came along with this Laura Mercier sample, but I have since decided to sub in the Buxom Cream Shadow in the shade Poodle. I am starting to make some progress on it, and since we've got a little over a month, I want to see how far I can get before Halloween comes. But if I don't finish it, it's no big deal. So I really do enjoy wearing that color over light bronze. Excuse me. So it's been a real treat to pull this out. And then as far as face products, one of the other ones that I wanted to finish before Halloween is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. It's not going to look like it's changed dramatically from last time, but I have hit considerably more pan in the middle, and I'm kind of, okay, sorry, it cut me off there, but this is kind of where I am with that Benefit bronzer. I am working along the sides, even though it's going to be kind of hard to tell that I'm making a lot of significant progress, but I can see the visible changes in this. I really do love it. I'm using it strictly for contouring. I'm not really bronzing all over my face. So I'm taking a stiffer brush and putting it on my cheekbones, on the sides of my nose, my temples, a little bit under my chin, and it has been lovely as an all over kind of contouring shade. And then as far as eyeliners, whew, I am making progress. The first one I really wanted to knock out before Halloween is this NYX dark brown eye pencil. I'm only sharpening this about every 2, maybe 3 uses, but since July, because I believe that's when I started using this. This was my original mark in July. And here is where I am at the beginning of September, and even a little bit lower. And I actually need to sharpen this once I'm done filming. So I'm really trucking through this eyeliner. I'm going through and only using it on my upper lash line because I'm going through it a lot faster than I thought I would. And I'm not even using it on my lower lash line. All I've been doing lately is just taking sable or pewter and just kind of running it with a brush on my lower lash line. So when I finish this, because I know I'll finish it before Halloween, I'm going to go on and sub in this L'Oreal Infallible Liner in the shade Black Brown to get this moved out of my collection. Because like I said, after I finish Espresso from my LORAC Pro, I'm going to go on and move into Espresso from the Mega Pro palette to move out some more LORAC shades before the end of the year. Then the pencil that I have not made a lot of progress on would be the NYX Wonder Pencil, because all I'm doing with this one is lining my waterline. I'm not using it to clean up my brows or anything because I'm already using shadow to highlight. So here was my original mark, and then that's all the progress that I've made. So I'm happy with it. I'll continue to use it. It's not like I'm going to be, you know, beating myself up over it if I don't finish it, but you know, it is what it is. So gonna keep trucking through it. And then kind of additional bonus items that I wasn't expecting to finish, because those are my 13 right there. But I finished my Bite pencil in the shade Rhubarb. Literally, there's nothing left. I can't twist it up anymore. It's a great everyday shade. And so I decided to get a little ambitious. And since I'm wearing like a really warm brown, reddish brown smoky look with the LORAC Pro and the Mega Pro, I went on and decided to pan my beloved MAC Russian Red lipstick. We're going to see how far I get through by the time Halloween rolls around, because literally I'm wearing this every single day. It's a good, you know, everyday color. I know red's not for everybody, even though you should branch out and try it, because you never know, you might fall in love with it. But this is currently where I am. I will mark it on a card when I am done filming this video. So I just kind of want to see where I am by the time Halloween rolls around, because this is definitely my favorite MAC lipstick, but it's also the oldest of my MAC lipsticks. So I want to move this out and enjoy it before I need to just pitch it, because I think this one's about, I think it's 2.5 years old, maybe even closer to 3. So it's time to move that out and let it go. And then, you know, lastly, the cheek products that I have in my Finish 13 by Halloween. The first one is this Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in the shade Hot Tamale. It's not going to look like I've made any progress because I push it back into the center. I take it on my cheeks directly and apply it as a blush. I am wearing it today, so you know, we're not going to be able to tell significant progress until I'm literally down at the bottom, but I am using it and loving it. And then I'm going through, I don't expect to finish this by Halloween, but I'd like to at least make a dent. This is MAC Stereo Rose that I just go through and place this on top of my cheeks. So that's where I am with those 2 products. And that so far is my update. I hope you're enjoying your Project Pan challenges, that you're having fun with your makeup. I know I'm so ready to get into fall makeup, and it makes me even more excited to pull out the LORAC Pro 2, because everybody is talking about it as a great fall palette, so I figured why not. Like I said, if you want a great idea for just an easy everyday eye and you have the Mega Pro palette, or even if you don't, if you have the LORAC Pro 2, go in with light brown in your transition and then use sable in your outer third or your crease, outer V, whatever you prefer. And then go through with light bronze on your lid, and then you can highlight with a matte cream shade, or you could go in with, what is the shade in the Pro 2 palette? I used it today actually, Buff. This shade is really pretty with garnet. P.S. and by the way, or you could even use beige down here if you want something shimmery, and then pop, kind of an orangey red on your cheeks and then a red lip. It's very, very easy, work appropriate, everyday appropriate. I wear this literally everywhere. So that's it for now. I look forward to seeing you very soon, because now things are calming down. I'm gonna have a little bit more time to film. So I've got lots of things I want to get in the works for you to, share some new ideas, maybe give you some inspiration to go back into your stash. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.